Correct productions is a stalwart among Greek companies. At the beginning of the crisis, the bulk of its business disappeared as the advertising industry collapsed. It cut its costs and found overseas clients, and managed to keep all of its 17 workers on payroll. But even this innovative business cannot thrive as Greece rejoins the world economy.
Taxation is absurd, I would call it. The state is now owes the 50% here, with taxation. You need to give half of the money to taxes. We will lose the opportunity to expand, maybe. We need to do this in a very slow steps.
As many as half of Greek businesses have been closed by the crisis. Those that survive have shouldered the country's tax burden. Business is sluggish because Greek consumers have little money, and banks are still unable to provide much finance. All this means that a dramatic recovery is unlikely even after August 20th, when Greece finishes 8 years of dependence on its Eurozone partners. The state remains expensive, and Greece has to produce large budget surpluses for the next 30 years to pay off its loans. But the current high taxes could sink the economy that's left. A recent study shows that Greeks work 7 months of the year to pay taxes, an increase of 25% over the past decade. That puts them on a par with German taxpayers and above most Europeans. What differentiates them is that they have the lowest levels of satisfaction from public services like health and education in the developed world. The Center for Liberal Studies, which produced that research, believes this dissatisfaction has ripened Greeks for reforms needed to begin a new economic era.
We all know what the pro-growth policies are, and that's what we have to pursue. And if we do that, I'm very optimistic about our country. 3 years ago, the majority of Greeks wanted more government programs, even if it meant more taxes. Now the situation is reversed. 60% of Greeks want lower taxes, and only 35% of Greeks want bigger government. And that's a pro-growth mindset.
If the Greeks are finally tired of paying for a wasteful state, this presents the political elite with an enormous problem: how to slay the monster of a public sector built with political favoritism precisely to sway elections. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Athens.